Hi, it's Paul Eighton at Rugby League Cares. As I mentioned in my previous video, we're going to start pushing out a lot more information over the coming days, weeks or even months around how we can keep ourselves mentally and physically fit during this period. I talked about the 5 ways to well-being, and the first thing I want to talk about in the 5 ways to well-being is staying connected. As a rugby league community, we've always been outstanding at pulling together in times of adversity, and I think we can all agree we're probably facing some of the toughest days of our lives at the moment. So in that being said, connecting and staying connected is so important. And it's not just picking up the phone and having a chat to your mum, your dad, your brother. You know, it's how you can stay connected to your work colleagues, that girl that you sit next to at the stadium, the guy you have a beer with at the game. You know, connecting with these and those conversations that you have in the office, the laughs, the jokes, they don't have to stop. You know, we can continue these, but it's got to be from afar. Obviously, with social isolation and social distancing as it is, we can find other ways of doing it. You know, I think it's really important that, you know, I love a coffee. I love to go to the coffee shop and have a brew with my mates and a chat and a joke, but I can't do that now. So I've got to find other ways of doing it. So setting up things like weekly coffee mornings, you know, set a date and a time with your friends, catch up over things like Skype and Zoom. You know, you can start looking at doing some volunteering from afar, as they say. So you can volunteer for things like the NHS, Samaritans, picking up the phone and talking to some vulnerable or isolated people who were normally isolated, even not in these times. Start making future plans with your family, your friends. You know, give yourself something to look forward to. You know, as we're in these times, it'd be very easy to lose sight of what's important to us and what gives us pleasure. And it's always great to have something in the diary that we can look forward to. And setting these things up with your family and your friends is a great way of keeping your spirits up. Start looking at rediscovering old friends, old colleagues that you haven't seen for a while, or may have moved away or live in a different country. Start having a chat to them, find them on social media. There's so many ways we can do that these days. Agree to meet a friend or a family member at a certain time every morning. You're going to have that chat. How's your day going? Anything I can do? Keeping people's chins up is vitally important during this period. And I think, you know, we've got to take it upon ourselves to do that. And that connecting is going to be something that's going to get us through these real tough times. And I think the one thing that I would suggest is we need to keep a structure, you know, connecting with each other in a structured manner. You know, agreed at times, days when you're going to be phoning. It gives people something to look forward to. You know yourself when you're looking forward to having a chat with somebody and that phone goes. You know, it's a great way of keeping our spirits up and keeping everybody else's spirits up. And as I said, as a rugby league community, you know, we take it upon ourselves all the time to stand up when needed. And I think this time is when we're needed. So just a few little tips there, and we're going to carry on talking about some other things over the coming days. Things like how we can give our time, how we can learn new experiences, other little things that just fit, not just fill our time, but we're using that time constructively. So stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.